Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. So, it turned out beautifully. I loved how it turned out. I probably could have added a little more gold to it, but I'm not going to worry. I hope you can see the shine on there. I used my glossy Mod Podge to give it that nice little, but I made a big mistake. I forgot to do the inside. I've already picked out the paper to go in the center, but you can see all the white. So my next step is to paint around the edges, bring it right down. And yeah, so I'll be back when that is done, and we'll start putting this together. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. It won't take long. But one thing I've discovered is that with this textured, using the cheesecloth, with this texture on here, this brush is the best to use because you can get into the little cracks and so on. And yeah, I kind of like that. I'm glad I kept this extra paper. I didn't have to use my yeah, here we go again. Forgetting your words. Parchment paper. Yep, this is working out well. And it's dark enough, and even if there's little white spots, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to wash off that brush. I'm really liking it. For using anything textured like this, I think it's great. I have a couple of other projects I want to try, different types of textures. Yeah, so I'll let this dry and I'll be right back. Okay, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I was going to try and put the whole thing in. I've already given it kind of a spine here. I love this brush. I love how it washes out so well. It's almost dry already. Yeah, I was thinking of trying to use maybe something else. I want to create kind of a map in here eventually, like a pirate's map, or, you know, looking for gold map or whatever. And I thought this paper might be great for the inside of the journal. And you know, I can decorate it. I can put pockets in it, and yeah, I can stamp it as well. Maybe I'll stamp it before I put it in. What the heck? What the heck? Let's do a little stamping while we're waiting. Now, I've got two archival inks. I've got the potting soil, and I've got the black. And I put all of the stamps, all the clear stamps that I use almost all the time, I keep them in here on the shelf, and it just stands up like that on the shelf. I have a box full of clear stamps, but those are other clear stamps. But these are ones, Tim Holtz ones, and other one numbers, etc., that I use on the regular when I'm doing stamping. And that way I just have to take them all out of the package. Yep, you can see, sorry. I had to step up. Now I'm just trying to think of what would go on here. I don't have a lot of, I mean, aside from my Tim Holtz one and stuff, but I don't have a lot of sort of vintage-ish. Vintage, is there such a thing? But it doesn't matter. I could use coffee stains. I could use, oh, I got rid of my coffee. I shouldn't have done that. This is bugging me because it's a little off. Let's see, because it's, see, it's making noise. There we go. I put a Q-tip underneath. Yeah, let's play around here. Let me get my, wherever I put them, I use them on the regular so they're not too far away. My clear blocks, poor things, are well used. I used a lot of StazOn a while back, and that's where the stains come from. Now this is just some, well, you know what? We can always try it. I've got another sheet like that if I totally screw up. I just want to kind of put some blotchies in here, like as if it's dirty. I guess I should have put something underneath. I guess I should have. Well, we'll do it in a minute. I just want it to look messy, I guess is what I'm saying. And because it's not coming out too much, I can kind of mess it up all over and make it look like it's, sorry about that noise. There, I think I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I should have put that over here so it doesn't make so much noise. Here we go. I just want it to look messy. And do you know what I do sometimes? I know it's messy, but sometimes I'll take my thumb and I'll make thumb marks on this to kind of make it look like somebody's dirty hands have been on there. Of course, then I get stuck with dirty hands. Oh, get out the wet ones. Get out the wet ones. I really have to wash them because the wet ones don't really take the ink off. But that's what I do sometimes, just to add a little interest. In the name of art, we do what we do. Okay, so that's got kind of a mess to it. What else can we put on here? Let me put that one back. I hope I'm recording. I never even looked. Okay, so that's kind of a blotch. Oh, here's another blotch, but I wonder if I should do a black blotch. You know what? We can always, well, not there. Let's see how blotchy that can be. I don't know if black was a good choice here, but what the heck? What the heck? Let me change that to the, I like the potting soil one because it kind of still got a bit of black on it here. Okay. I think what it will be great is if I have one of my feathers come out. Let me grab my bag of feathers. I've got a black feather here. It's rather large, mind you. I wonder if I have a smaller black one. You know how I like using feathers. And the thing, what's great about it, here it is that I can cut them to a point like this. This is my thought. I mean, I have gold ones, white. I have white. I have gray. I've got so many feathers, it's unbelievable. Even though I gave some away, the white doesn't really show up well. I think I have a gold one here. There's a gold feather too. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking, you know. Anyway, we'll keep our feathers handy just because I like them. I just want a little bit of script on there, but I'm not sure what kind of script. Ooh, maybe a stamp. Better put my blotch away. I like my little blotch. I don't know. Maybe a real stamp might be better than, I think we'll continue with the potting soil. Just to kind of mix in with some of the there we go. I think that's good. Maybe one more over there. Whoops, it didn't even come out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just wanted to put a few things on there, but I was thinking of some script writing, just a little bit. I don't want too much, and I don't want it legible. Well, maybe we better, let's put, I don't even know if they had this in the old days, to be honest with you. I don't know if what year this came out, but yeah, you know, the postal lines, I'm sure. Oops, what am I doing? Trying to put the top on here, and I put the wrong top on. Let's get some stuff out of the way here. Okay, little wiggly lines, stamp, wiggly lines, blotches, put the top back on there. Yeah, maybe a little bit of this on here as well. I don't want too much. I just want a little bit of script showing. I think that's plenty. Yep, I think that's enough. I don't want to overdo. I probably already have overdone it. Let's put that back on there. Like that. I try and keep everything together, but it doesn't always work. I think that is enough. I'm missing a piece here. It needs to go back with, sorry if I don't put it back. There we are. If I don't put it back, it'll get lost. So we'll put everything back in the bag shortly. Everything's falling apart. Everything's running around. Okay. Let's put you guys over here and let's go and see if my cover is ready. Okay, so while I was waiting, I did a little something here. I decided to cut them in half to place. It's now dry, but I still have a few things to do. I decided to rough up the edges but very little because I didn't want to leave more than 1/8 of an inch here. And it was really hard with this paper to tear it. And so what I've done is I've taken my scoreboard and I've just, as you can see, gone in a little bit here. And it may be a little crooked and I kind of adjust it just to give it a little help so that when I tear it, I'm going to show you what else I did. This one goes this way. So that's the inside. Okay. Since that's the inside, and I'm going down here, just a sliver, like a 1/16 of an inch. Just going down. Okay. Now, the next step that I did, because even that is really difficult to tear, I got my water pen. I think that's what it's called, water paintbrush, water. And I just gone over the edges with water on both sides. And it softens it enough that it makes it a little bit easier to tear. Yeah, a little trick I've learned. We learn all kinds of tricks when we're doing things to make things work the way we want it to work. Sometimes we have to come up with some ideas on how to make things work. And, you know, it was really hard on the fingers. And even though I got nails and I still got lots of water in here, yep. It still pokes into the finger when you're trying to trim off this tiny little bit. So, water was my solution to ripping it off. And as you can see, I've ripped it off all the way around, a little bit on the inside because that goes on the inside. And then I'm using my walnut stain with my little brush to go around the edges. I think this is where I left off. Oh dear. Yeah, it just softens the cardstock enough here to make it easier to pull apart. Similar to when you're doing napkins, you know, when you want to go around a specific image and you want to just water it around so that it tears a little easier. So basically that's what I'm doing with this, is just tearing it off. It's so much easier. It is a little messier. So you're getting the results without having to make too much effort. And because it's damp, it pulls off a little easier and you can go all the way around. I hope I'm showing that properly here. Going around and just pulling to make the edges uneven. And if it gets dry, because I went around while I'm waiting here, I went around, you can just add a little bit more water to it and it will soften it again. Let's try this side is a little bit dry. And we'll just pull that. The wetter it is, the longer you let it sit, the better. Just pulling that. I'm not worried about the white spots because that will be fixed with the walnut stain. Okay, let me finish this now that you know what I've done to make it rough around the edges. I'll be right back. Okay, now it's time for gluing it down. And we'll see how we do. And make sure I get all the edges and that it's not bumpy. And I don't mind if I go out over here because it's going to be glued down anyway. And I'll just do another clump of it here, just to go around. See, it's almost drying right away, and so it's important to do it quickly. Quickly. All right, this is the center, and I should have put some on the other. I should have put some. I don't mind if it's a little short at the bottom. I should have put some on this material too, but it dries so darn quickly that it doesn't give you a chance to do much maneuvering. But I must admit, it is pretty darn good when it comes to gluing things down. And, you know, if worse comes to worse, I can always go around with my little other glue here and just go underneath, you know, where some of the pieces are sticking up a little bit or whether there wasn't enough glue. And glue that down. And glue that down. And it's going to come out, but at least it's all, whoops, get a dry one here. There we go, and I think this time, I think I'll glue across here just to add a little bit of extra hold, I guess I could call it. All right, let's see how fast I can go here, because it does need to go fast. The things you learn about your glues, I only started using this glue a little while ago, and I found the quicker you go, the better. Just to get it all on there. You know what? I don't even know if I have been filming. Have I? Yes. I'm always checking. There we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Now I had to put the inside paper on because I wasn't sure about how close the paper was going to get, because I'm putting on these paper things now. I did have my hot glue. I think I'm going to unplug it. And I do have somewhere in here. Here it is. Oh, for heaven's sake. I did put some of this 3-in-1 into this small little container, so I didn't have to worry about squeezing. And I have found that with these, pinching them on here, I always add a little glue, because I found that it doesn't always stay on without a little bit of glue. Now I gotta, you know what? I've got the wrong glasses on. No wonder I can't see anything. All right, this is better. And all I want to do is make sure the glue is coming out, because this is that very thick glue. It's a wonder it doesn't pop this bottle. Well, let's hope for the best. Hope for the best here. And I think it's this way that I need to do it. Pinch it down. Sometimes I pinch it down too much, but I'd rather pinch it down too much and have it be a little off. There we go. Couple more. So see, it didn't really matter here on the corners, but I usually prefer to put these corners on right away. It's just my personal preference. There we go. Now the other side, and this is the front. Did I put these upside down? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters, because I want this ugly spot. I'm going to try and find some kind of metal clamp or some kind of metal closure. I don't know if I have any in my stash. That might make it look like it was meant to be there. Basically, that it was meant to be there. There we go. One more. I hope you're still with me. I do tend to make long videos, don't I? Not intentionally, it's just I never stop yapping, I guess. But when I'm doing some of these things, I love to share it, and I'm hoping you're enjoying. Oh, that one's a little off. That's okay. It's an old, supposedly, this is an old, what do we call it? I think this is going to be a map. Look at how crooked that is. Oh my God. Wonder if I can get that off. Probably not. I may have to pull it off and put another one on, but you know what? I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to worry about it for now. It's kind of sad that I'm rushing, and that's the problem. You shouldn't rush when you're doing things. You should not rush when you're doing things. And that is my problem. I tend to rush, and I shouldn't. So here we have it. Here is the middle. I'm going to get a piece of fabric to put here. I'm thinking I'd like something to go along there, and then eventually have something on the binding, because I'm going to do the 3-stitch binding on here. yeah, so that's my next step. But if you can see, aside from my boo-boo here, which I may take it off and put another one on. Yeah, I'll worry about it later. I shouldn't worry about it later. I should worry about it while I still have the glue that's dry. But you know what? I'm afraid that if I do that, it's going to tear, and then I'll have the whole corner torn. But there it is. Here is what I have so far. Now my next step is to find something to put across here to make that look like, and I don't have anything. I've got some gears, but I don't have anything long that's, oh, maybe I do. I'll have to check my stash. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a follow me with this new textured cover, book cover, which I am calling, this is going to go complimentary with my pirate journal, and in here will be facts, etc. of a map. I want to do a pirate map in here, and but with some letters and things, and my idea is, you know, different places that they've gone, and anyway, you know what I'm saying. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate that. This is part 2 of my textured cover, journal cover, which is going to be pirate number 2, pirate journal number 2. I don't know why I got a thing about pirates right now. All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.